Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about our group assignment 2, which is a Java maze game, and it is been presented by Ridesh, myself, Mobina Zahra Salema, and Rahul. So in the next slide, I'm going to give the overview of the maze game. Okay, so this is the hand-drawn map of the maze game. So the player will start from the startup location, which is Federation University, and it in order to so the target is to kill Gregor. So the Gregor's palace is here, and he's residing inside this palace, and so we have to move this way around in order to kill him. So first we'll move south. So once we move south, we'll reach Mount Helena's town. Inside that town, we have the forest. And in this forest, we have a character, NPC, non-player character, which is dinosaurs. And then in order to reach this Gregor Palace, we have this entrance here, and the guard, he will ask for ITECH7201 banner. And that banner is with Gregor's men, who is Philip, and he's residing inside this Hellenis Inn hotel. And we have to grab that ITECH7201 banner and reach here, give it to the guard, and enter the Gregor's Palace through this bridge. So that's our target. In order to go to the hotel, we have to first pass forest, and then there are some Philip man inside this cave, which we have to kill them. And then once we kill all the Philip's guard, we have to kill Philip itself and get that banner. Okay, then after this, we have to go to the river, Helena's river. Inside this, we have friendly dragon. So he has some strengths which we can use in order to kill the guards later on. So once we grab that, we reach to the blacksmith shop. So inside the shop, we have weapons, we have armors and all stuff which we can use. And once we grab all those things, we hand over the ITECH7201 banner to the guard. And in order to kill Gregor here, we have to kill so many guards of him. We can use the weapons which we have collected from here, and that's all the overview for the map. Now I'll explain two commands, which is list command and drop command. So this is an implementation of list command. So what basically list command does is it displays the list of the items which player is holding. So in order to do that, first the response, I've created the variable or response, and the message will be stored in this variable command response, which is of the type command response. And this basically creates a new object of command response. So this is a logic if and else. So here it says, like, if it gets the players inside the player's inventory, it retrieves the item list. If that item list is not empty, it will display it will print the item list, and it will display this: you have the following items in your bag list, and it will use the print item list in order to retrieve the list of the items, and then it will return that item list. If not, if player is not holding any of the items, it will display you have no items in the bag. Now I'll explain drop command. Drop command here, basically, if a player is holding something and if he has used something in that fight, and now he wants to drop in order to decrease its weight, he will use the drop command. So for drop command, this is the logic if and else. Again, he's using if and else. I'm using if and else logic. So in this logic, here first it is finding item in the player's bag. And once the item is being found, because we need the item to drop, right? So once it's been found, we remove the item. This logic is for removing the item from the bag. And then once it's been removed, it will display that you have successfully dropped the particular item name. If not, if there is no item in the bag, it will display there is no such items in your bag. Please tell the name of the item from your bag if you want to drop. That's all for me. Now I'll hand over to Ridesh, my colleague. He'll explain rest to commands, and he will end the presentation.
Thank you, Mobina, for the explanation of the maze game overview. Hello, everyone. Myself, Ridesh Chaudhary, and my student ID is 30395231. Here today, I'm going to explain about the class diagram first. Here we can see that the command is the main interface, and there are many other commands like a look command, a move command, pickup command, which are being implemented by the command interface. Next slide, please. Now I'm going to explain the pickup command. So in pick command, the player can pick an item if it is available in the location where the player is currently located. So the player can use add item to add the item where which are in the inventory. The player can only pick the item if the item is less than the weight limit. So we are using the logic. So if the item dot get weight is less than or equal to item weight limit minus current weight, so this logic helps to identify if the weight of the item is less than the weight limit. And then after, if the weight limit conditions and the availability of the items is there in the location, the player can pick it. Otherwise, the player cannot pick the item. When the player enters the item name which is not in the inventory, for example, if the player enters the item name called as star, so it is not in the inventory, so there will be a pop-up message which will be saying that no such item hallucinating, check properly is generated. When the player pick the item, then great, you picked the item name, good luck to reach your goal. This message will be generated. Next slide, please. Now I'm going to explain the flee command. So in flee command, it is just like a move command, but this command is used by the player when the player wants to move to next location if it encounters enemy to fight to be safe. In this command, the player can enter direction like flee north, flee south, flee east, and flee west, and it will move the player to the new location if there is any location or exit available for him or her from the current location. If there is no exit from the current location, then it says you can't move through here. Check the exit and try again, and the player can remake his choice. Also, there is a message append which says you have successfully moved to the locations. You are at this location with the method called get location. When the player successfully moves to the new location, it displays the location of the player. So that's my time. Thank you so much.
This is Rahul. I am going to explain about how we developed a maze game in ITECH7201. And me and my team members has worked together to develop this maze game. First, we have created different types of locations to kill aggregate. So these are the different types of locations which we have developed in the maze game. So equip item shows that how many which we have, what item we have equipped from the bag. So attack command shows that if you are strong enough to fight with the if you are strong enough to fight with the commanders, so if it will ask us, do you want to fight? Yeah. If you are brave enough to fight, it shows that you can fight with the you can fight with the non-player characters like dinosaur and everything.